Okay, here we go, my people. You see this guy right here? You see this artificial species, mutant species? All right. Talking about genetics does not make you racist. It's only racist when you can't accept your genetics and you project your genetics on all other species that is not like you. You see right here, if black people had these animals as DNA, why would they have a poster? Why would they have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pink-skinned baby as the poster child of this genetic mixing right here? This genetic mutation. Why? All of this right here is in your genetics. So me speaking about genetics and the fact that your genetics is not compatible to the planet in which you are on does not make me racist. It doesn't make me hatred. What's racist is that your genetics is a toxin to my genetic makeup. So when we exchange blood, it's called zoonotic transfer. I actually get an infection from sleeping with you. You wiped out 2 continents, Brazil and Australia, with zoonotic hemolysis disease. Just by your phalluses alone, just by mixing, just by raping in the toxins that are inside of your blood and your semen. You knocked out 2 continents full of so-called black people. So me talking about the genetic makeup, the genetic differences of you and I does not make me racist. It makes you racist when you can't accept this and then you project this here on the organic people of the planet and even use this your scientific terminology because we fell into a sleeping slumber. All species go into hibernation mode. We went into a hibernation mode, and you use your science to justify the atrocities that you have done to my people. This blue eyes is not natural. You don't have blue eyes. Those are the veins that are in your eyes. This is why you have trouble outside in direct sunlight, and you have to wear sunglasses. You have to put a hat on your head, and you have to wear sunscreen, long sleeves, and even have an umbrella at this point in time. Not only that, your hair follicles. That's animal DNA. That's your hair follicles. That's canine or monkey. I don't have none of that. Your hair is dead. Once it come out, it's dead. And you know how also, when you're going bald, this is why majority of you go bald and your hair is thinning out. And it's happening even more at an accelerating rate at this particular time and moment. Because the sun is now white. It's emitting a higher frequency of radiation. You go bald. It's no different from chemotherapy. That's no different. What happens when you get overload with chemotherapy? You be nauseous. You be lightheaded. You be you have low cognitive skills. You be what you would call you become disoriented. You have lack of comprehension. So it's very hard for you to comprehend when you get an overload of solar radiation. This is ARS, acute radiation syndrome. So once again, it's not racist for us to speak about our differences regarding us being a different species. It's not racist about that. It's racist when you lie and make up stories and don't accept who and what you are. If black people had animal DNA, we would be the poster child, not a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pink-skinned baby. Not you as a baby. That baby on that poster looked just like you. As a baby, you could be that father. Matter of fact, let's look at that again. Wait a minute. You could pass for that father. Oh. Wait a minute. That baby looked just like you. Was that the picture they used? They grabbed your Gerber baby picture. They grabbed the Gerber baby picture from you. See, if we had animal DNA, we would be the poster child for it. Because remember, if you don't remember in evolution, your theory of evolution, Charles Darwin, is that so-called white people came from black people. But y'all moved from the equator up into the north where the climate was cold. So this is the reason for your pigmentation of your skin, the blue eyes, your stringy hair, your complete phenotype. But that's all a fucking lie. It's all a lie. It's been a manipulating lie. And now the sun is telling the 100% truth. And all those that lie and live with the lie are now going to burn with the fucking truth. Now, you get mad at me all you want for me delivering that message that way. I look forward to actually having a conversation with you on Saturday, because now I'm more at peace. I'm more aligned. I got, you know what I mean? I wanted to go visit my people in the village, and I got that out of the way. Not saying that I was rushing it for you, but I wanted to do that, and that was more on my mind. It was me aligning myself with my people and the cosmos is more important than me having a conversation with someone who knows that they're unnatural, knows that they're on a planet that's run off of solar radiation, know that they have recessive genes, know that their body does not convert sunlight into chemical energy. You know this already. This is why you sit in the shade all the time. This is why you have to have a hat. You have to have sunglasses, umbrella, long sleeve, and sunscreen, as I stated once before. You don't belong here on this planet. None of you do. Anyone that has animal DNA, you are a problem. You're going to have serious problems going forward. They know this already. It's not like this is why your scientists went missing. This is why they know this about you. And how many people have to come out over the years, scientists, independent scientists of your government, to tell you that you are a species that is not natural to this planet? How many cancers, how many different forms of cancer has to appear in your fucking genetics in order for you to realize that you don't belong here? Merkel cell carcinoma, skin cancer. I mean, you got a whole bunch of you get eye cancer at this particular time. Ovarian, your ovaries, ovarian cancer. How many cancers? How many different forms of cancer need to pop up in your phenotype in order for you to realize that you're on a planet that's not conducive to your genetics? How many of them? Don't worry. Listen, like I told y'all, this is going to get even more serious as the time go on, because they get ready to pull a plug. See, once they pull that plug, you will no longer be able to sit inside these square-ass buildings no more. Your ass going to have to come outside you have to come outside. And what's going to happen is, you can get mad at me all you want. Here's the truth. You're not going to be able to come outside during the day, because the sun is going to affect you tremendously. What's going to happen is you're going to find a caves and some cold, dark caves and for you to go into. But here's the problem, and I want y'all to know one thing. Y'all going to try to come outside at night, but there is going to be something waiting for you when you come outside at night. That's why, if you ever look at nature does not deviate from following the laws of the universe. And one of the ways of following the laws of the universe is directly through sunlight. So guess what? The species that move during the day with the sun, you don't see them moving at night in the dark time. The species that come out at night, you don't see them moving around during the day unless they are sick. So guess what? That's what's going to happen. See, when we come out, we're going to come out with the sun. And when the sun go down, we're going to go in. And then y'all going to be forced to come out because y'all going to want to get some food. Y'all going to eat each other when that start to get scarce, but it's going to be something waiting for you when you come out in the dark. They already, listen, your creators already know this shit already. They know this already. You had an expiration date. When they genetically modified you and created you, it was an expiration date. You are literally food for another species that me and my people created for times just like this. It ain't gonna be no war. We ain't got no time for none of that bullshit. We ain't even gonna waste our time. The sun gonna separate us, and then you gonna have to live in torment and with the disgust within yourself, the shit that y'all have capitulated and conformed to. And then you want to try to push it over on the Jews. These Jews, you and the Jews share the same genetic makeup. Y'all share the same genetic makeup. The only difference between you and the Jews, right, these Anunnaki Jews, is bloodlines. That's the only difference. But other than that, y'all all share this shit right here. All of y'all, that suit that you walk around in is the same as theirs. It's no difference. And you try to think you're going to manipulate my people to try to get us to accept the fact that you are different from them. No, you're not. You carried out their biddings. Without you carrying out the whip, the chain, the noose, the motherfucking fake laws, the police force, the unjust criminal justice system, without you carrying it out for them, it would have never worked. So you are just the blame as they are. Stop trying to push them up. Stop trying to fucking push the can down the road or try to deflect. You know what I'm saying? And stop taking and don't. Whereas though that you don't want to take accountability. You all are going to take accountability for the atrocities that you have done, not only to the organic people of this planet, but the organic species on this planet as well. My people, we gonna deal with each other. We ain't got no problem with that. We're gonna definitely deal with each other. Believe me, we got some shit to deal with for capitulating and conforming to this bullshit right here. But you, on the other hand, you are the biggest fools in the fucking world. I mean, the biggest fools. The crop circles, the fucking message from 1977, and everything you see across the television show that we are far more superior than you. Your education system is not designed to learn. It's designed to put hemorrhages on our brain so our brain don't function or grow to its optimal performance. That's why the English language, one word has 7 different meanings, which locks and put blockages on your fucking brain. It's not a language of intelligence. It's a language of spells. It's a language to keep you in a docile state. It's a language to keep you in a dense, docile state. That's exactly what it is. And you can look it up, though. It ain't like I'm telling you, like I'm lying to you. Look up satanic languages, and you can follow. English is the number 1. I can tell you that right now. So I appreciate everyone who checked my video. And for all the pink-skinned people, the mutants that want to send racist things to my DMs now, man, you can send them all you want. Guess what? I'm not reporting you, but you all are reporting me. How you gonna send something racist to me, and I send you some scientific information back to you, and you want to report and tell me I'm doing hate? How is that possible? And social media is like leaning on your side, because they even stopped me from sharing pictures and images of your people and with animal DNA. Once again, if black people had animal DNA, we will be the poster child for all of this. You never see not one so-called black person on there. And just because their skin is brown, like Barack Obama, that doesn't mean that he is black. That's EU melanin. That gives them the a darker pigmentation of the skin. That pink person, you have what you call phenomelanin. You have the weakest and the lowest melanin. That's why you don't have a soul. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you have no empathy. That's why you can't see past what's right in front of you. You understand? When I told you that you said, what's so great about black people don't realize how great it is to be a white man. Y'all haven't invented nothing. You haven't created nothing but death. You have everywhere you have put your foot at, you have left death and destruction behind. You haven't created or invented anything. You stole everything that you have. You stole the patents of everything. We built the car. We built the heart monitor. We created the clothing. We created the shoes. We created everything. The light, the electricity, the light bulb. We did all that shit. And you killed us after we showed you how we did it. So that way you can take credit for it. But it's all a lie. Y'all haven't created nothing at all on the planet other than death and destruction. And you know how you know that you haven't created anything on the planet? Because your brain can't formulate into any fucking thing. Because you've spliced with so many different animals. Look at the brain of the animals in which you share DNA with. Look at their cerebral. Look at their cerebral. Look at their frontal lobe, their prefrontal lobe. They don't even have one. That's why most of you are born with a calcified one. And it don't matter if your shit is not calcified, you still don't possess the neuromelanin to connect to the sun, which connects you to the cosmos, which connects you to infinite information. You can't do it. So all that shit you talking about, you want to sit in the sun, it's all a joke, it's all a lie. You just talking out your neck just to be talking. Listen, what I will say is that you the type of pink-skinned people that are paying attention, and you in denial of it. But don't worry about it, though. It's all coming to an abrupt end just for you. And a lot of you want to die because y'all don't want the truth to fully come out, because y'all don't want what I told you was going to happen. Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to live through that right there. You don't. But the universe is going to make sure a majority of you do. And the ones that want to kill themselves, go ahead and knock yourself off. Go ahead, do your bid. Knock yourself off. You understand? They trying to downsize you fools anyway. You don't even see your own creators is trying to downsize you dummies and trying to put your consciousness into robots, thinking that we gonna follow robots after we done followed your incompetent ass. You crazy than a motherfucker, man. Yo, I value, I appreciate you all. I look for us to go live on Saturday, and I hope again, like we have a good, healthy live. No disrespect. I'm gonna come with all scientific information, and you can come with your opinions like you did before, but I'm gonna debunk them with all scientific facts. You and your people don't belong here. Not just you, all pink-skinned people, all people that have animal DNA. You don't belong on this planet, and it's coming to an end for you. Abundance and gratitude to you all.